Hi everyone, it's Shannon from Spirit Wellness. It's been a while. It's been about 2 months since I put anything up. So I'll just give you a little bit of background. I went away to Australia and I had a great time with my family. But it was really busy. It was super busy. So I came home and my business was going great, but something happened the second week after being home and I was exhausted. I was just exhausted, completely and utterly exhausted. Now, I've always had an issue with kind of getting tired, like I overdo things, but this was different. I was exhausted. So after a couple of weeks of trying to just go through it and just push, which is my normal pattern, I said, no, I'm not, and I quit everything. I literally did. I said, you know what, I don't even know if I had a choice, to tell you the honest truth. That's how tired I was. I stopped doing everything, and I really knew that there was a problem when my sister-in-law had gifted me 5 days away without all by myself with no kids or anything, and I was still exhausted. Like I came back still exhausted. So anyways, in that, I gave myself permission to just say, I'm done. I'm done doing anything extra. I just do what the bare necessity is. And in that moment, so I guess the reason, hi Leslie, so glad to see you. It's been a long time. So in that moment, I just gave myself permission to just do nothing. Just do the basics. So I would, and rely on others too. I relied on others. So, thank you. Anyways, the other missing part was that my clarity, like I'm my perception and brain works really well, but it had gone. Like I was getting, I was forgetting things. But anyways, point being is that, morning, Jacqueline. Point being is that I just gave myself permission to stop, because I thought, I'm not going to figure anything out if I just keep going. And I knew something was wrong, and people around me would say, nothing's wrong, this sort of stuff happens to everybody, you just got really busy, you got tired. But I knew deep down something was wrong. But I listened to them. They were like, and this is where, when we're manifesting, action comes into play. So it's like you do everything you can, and then you hand it over to the universe and say, I've done everything, now it's your turn. That's what puts you in vibration with receiving what you need, because it's like, I've done everything, now it's my turn to receive. And then that's when the miracles come. So I started getting more sleep, mostly because I couldn't do it. So I just started going to bed at like 9 or 10 o'clock. I started working out in the morning like 3 times a week. But then again, I learned to go with the flow. So I was getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, guess what? After I was doing that, I got stomach flu, I got huge cold sores, and there was one other thing that happened. I started getting migraines, which I don't ever get. So anyway, so then I was like, so these are the signs that you pay attention to. So I was like, obviously my body's telling me something. I enjoyed the workouts felt good, so I stopped getting up at 5 o'clock and I started just working out at my home at 6:30, which was honoring myself. So I guess there's a couple things that I want to talk about today too, and one of them is honoring yourself. So I honored myself by just stopping and saying, you know what? You're worth it. Stop. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Just stop and take care of yourself. And then the second one was listening to my body. Okay, so my body was saying, these workouts feel good, but obviously something is not right because you're getting really sick. So I just adjusted the time so I would get more sleep. And in that time period, so the last 6 weeks, I have been getting huge messages. So the next part is watching for the signs. When I was watching TV, when I'm on the computer, just even going outside, I was literally getting, somebody did a card reading for me. I was literally getting word for word, go with the flow, go with the flow. I received that message like 3 times, as if before I was pushing things. I was pushing things, and when you push things, you get exhausted because you're not going with the flow. The flow is what makes things easy in life. So yeah, so because I was slowing down, I was starting to see the flow more. I was starting to see where things are easier and where I push. So I was listening to the signs. I wasn't going to go into all this today, but anyways, so then the other part of going with the flow is being you. So this is more so the part I wanted to talk about today. So in being you, when you are being you, you are saving so much energy, right? Because it's a lot of energy to please other people and not do your own thing and try to pretend to be something you're not. And, you know, it's not conscious. Like, most of us want to be ourselves, but it's not conscious. So being you is actually a conscious choice, I find. You really have to be in the moment to be you, because otherwise you're just on this automatic patterns. And the automatic patterns are not necessarily you. They are whatever beliefs and things that were instilled within you when you were growing up. So some of the patterns for me are pushing through. That's not generally me, actually. Actually, I'm a pretty slow, thoughtful person. I like to go really slow. But somehow along the line, I learned to really push through, right? And I'm a very dynamic person. There's sometimes that I really like to push through. But anyways, point being is that being in the moment helps you to really be you. And also honoring yourself helps you to be you, because you start to just do things for yourself and not just do it because you feel pressured to, or you don't want to let someone down. The last thing I want to talk about is, sorry, I've lost my thought here. Is the fact that you're different at different points in your life. So I actually thought I was being me, and I was, but the point is that I've changed a lot. So, and I didn't realize it. So that's another piece that has helped me when I slowed down this last 8 weeks. If I really sat and thought about it, I'm not the same person I was before. If you had asked me before, I would have said to you, my favorite season is summer. I love summer. I love being warm. There's so many things I love about summer. But honestly, to tell you